were ambushed by a sniper. What we are learning about the deadly encounter.
Plus, the showdown in the Congress over the so-called Big Beautiful Bill continues this morning. 7 News reporter Derek Jones will break down what's at stake ahead.
And Silsbee City Council is set to talk about the future of its police chief a week after his arrest in Texas Hill Country. 12 News Daybreak starts now.
Good morning, Southeast Texas. Thanks for streaming with us on 12 News Plus. I'm Tia Johnson.
And I'm Mark Armstrong at 7 o'clock. So let's go ahead and get a first look at your weather with meteorologist Jeff Gerber. And here's a live look outside from our Roofing 911 Live Skycam network above Lake Charles. Jeff, he is standing by in our Weather Impact Center to tell us about today's forecast. Hey, Jeff.
Hey there, looks pretty good out there for this afternoon. Not a repeat of yesterday. Matter of fact, rain coverage is down about 20 to 30% for this afternoon. Starting off mainly in the 70s, down to about 73 here in Beaumont, 72 in Jasper and Kirbyville, 74 through Woodville and Silsbee, showing 80 degrees in the orange area. We'll see highs around 90 today, generally around 90 to about 92 with about a 20-30% coverage of a couple of showers, maybe even an isolated thunderstorm, but not going to be a repeat of yesterday. A lot of folks won't see any rain for today, just dealing with those hot temperatures and a little bit of a south wind at about 3 to 8 miles per hour. Expecting to see a dry week, or at least a mostly dry week. We'll take a look at your week, including 4th of July coming up on Friday in just a little bit.
All right, thank you, Jeff. We're continuing to follow breaking developments this morning in the deadly ambush on first responders in Idaho. 2
firefighters are dead and a third is fighting for his life after responding to a brush fire. Authorities say the shooter, who terrorized them for hours, is also dead. They believe that fire was deliberately set in Canfield Mountains in Coeur d'Alene. It's about a 30-minute drive east of Spokane. ABC's Andrew Dimberg has more.
This morning, authorities in northern Idaho say the man behind a deadly wildfire ambush is dead.
We do believe that the suspect started the fire, and we do believe that it was an ambush and it was intentional. This was a total ambush. These firefighters did not have a chance.
Local officials say a small brush fire broke out on Canfield Mountain, and as firefighters responded to the scene, someone began shooting at them with a sniper rifle, killing 2 and injuring a third.
We've got 2 unresponsive battalion chiefs, gunshot wounds, multiple gunshot wounds. 2 Coeur d'Alene firefighters are down. I'm pinned down behind Battalion 1's rig. It's clear to me that this fire was set intentionally to draw us in.
Law enforcement from across Idaho and eastern Washington rushing to the scene.
We had about 300 law enforcement officers that were on scene that were trying to make heads and tails out of what was occurring.
A manhunt ensuing, sheriffs confirming they did exchange gunfire with the suspect. Authorities later confirming the gunman had been killed, but it's unclear how he died. With the fire closing in, officials moving in to remove the body from the area.
We had to scoop up that body, and we had to transport that body to a different location.
Investigators now believe that man was the lone shooter.
Based on the preliminary information, we believe that is the only shooter.
A procession of law enforcement, firefighters, and ambulances brought the bodies of the 2 fallen firefighters to the medical examiner's office. Crowds gathering on a bridge, waving American flags to show their support. Officials saying there is no training for this kind of situation.
We don't train for. It's not something we expect. It's not something our firefighters should have to deal with.
Andrew Dimbert, ABC News, New York.
All right, let's go to the nation's capital, where Senate Democrats forced clerks to read all 940 pages of President Trump's so-called Big Beautiful Bill, a sweeping package that includes key Republican priorities.
Yeah, the Senate is poised to enter a marathon voting session that could last hours, even days. There's a lot to unpack here. That's why we've got 12 News reporter Derek Jones in studio to break it all down. Derek?
Good morning, Tia. Mark. President Trump is making it clear he wants to have that bill on his desk and ready to sign on July 4th. The Senate spending bill extends President Trump's 2017 tax cuts. The bill is aimed at cutting Medicaid and increasing the debt ceiling by $3.3 trillion over the next 10 years, according to NBC. Senate Majority Leader Senator John Thune of South Dakota says this bill is the next step in helping America grow stronger.
before us today a once-in-a-generation opportunity to deliver legislation to create a safer, stronger, and more prosperous America. With one bill, we can deliver on a number of priorities. Tax relief for hardworking Americans, economic growth, a stronger national defense, a more secure border, a more reliable energy supply.
Meanwhile, Senate Democrats worry about what the bill will take away from Americans.
Tell the folks back home, yeah, I voted to say $1 trillion is nothing, but we still need to kick people off of their health care. That's just too expensive. We still need to close those hospitals. We have to cut costs, and we still have to kick people off SNAP.
The Senate passed the procedural vote 51-49 to enter the voting session. Republicans Thom Tillis of North Carolina and Rand Paul of Kentucky joined Democrats in opposition. In studio, Derek Jones, 12 News.
All right, Derek, also happening today, Beto O'Rourke is bringing his statewide town hall tour to Beaumont. He's going to be discussing key state and federal issues, and you'll be able to ask him questions directly. This is all happening at the IBEW Local 479 on Spindletop Avenue. Doors for this open at 6 this evening, and the event starts at 6:30.
And then later today, Silsbee City Council is set to meet to discuss the police chief's future. It comes a week to the day after Chief Sean Blackwell was arrested on one count of public intoxication in Fredericksburg. He bonded out the same day. Blackwell was appointed chief in 2019. He also serves as the city's emergency management coordinator. The special meeting starts at 6.
And a big decision could be made today at Vidor's City Council meeting. Council members are going to officially accept Rod Carroll's resignation as their city's police chief. They're also going to hold an executive session to discuss hiring a new city manager with a possible vote during an open session. Now, Chief Carroll, he's been serving as the police chief for Vidor for several years and more recently as the interim city manager for the last few months. Last week, Nederland City Council members voted unanimously to appoint Carroll as their new police chief. Carroll says one of his goals is to get the Nederland department accredited with the state.
I'm just looking forward to it and excited about the new opportunity. I'm sad to be leaving my co-workers at Vidor. They've done a tremendous job, and they're going to continue to do a tremendous job without me.
And Chief Carroll plans to start his new position with Nederland by the end of July. And as for Vidor's police chief role, Carroll says that there are several internal and external candidates who are very qualified to fill his shoes.
It's 7:07 on your Monday morning. The Jasper Hospital District's Board of Directors announced the opening of their new Air Evac Life Team Base 152. Known locally as Air Rescue Beaumont Jasper. The board reached an agreement to build the new facility in 2024.
Yeah, they say that they recognize the need for all modes of emergency medical services, including air medical services. The new helicopter base is going to be staffed 24/7, designed to house a flight crew, including a pilot, a flight paramedic, and a flight nurse. The hangar can also hold several rotor crafts in the event of hurricane evacuations.
Ahead on 12 News Daybreak, the Mid-America League is coming to Beaumont. How you can help the franchise with the name.
And still ahead on Daybreak, the Social Security Administration says it overpaid recipients by millions. How that agency now plans to get that money back.
Also ahead, it's a bird, it's a plane, it's money falling from the sky. The unique way a man gave one final gift to his community. It's now 7:08.
We begin with breaking news in Port Neches.
Firefighters continue attacking the flames from the air.
We're working to learn more about a police chase.
We'll give you a live look at the scene tonight. Our crew there.
A chase in Port Neches turned into a standoff.
So we're working to get you more information.
We're going to keep you updated on air and online as we learn more.
Stream extended coverage on 12 News Plus. Download on your TV and watch for free.
Are you looking for qualified employees? You'll find them at the 12 News Job Fair, Thursday, July 24th at the MCM Elegante from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. Collect applications, do initial job screenings, or hold complete interviews. The 12 News Job Fair is attended by hundreds of applicants ready to work. Call 409-833-7512 to find out how you can be a part of the 12 News Job Fair, July 24th at the MCM Elegante. Reserve your booth today. As tropical activity picks up in the Gulf, 12 News is your hurricane headquarters. Get prepared before a storm hits. Watch the 12 News Hurricane Special, streaming on 12 News Plus. From the must-haves in your supply kit to the evacuation routes you'll need to take, plus safety tips and how you can protect yourself from storm scammers. The 12 News Hurricane Special, keeping you prepared. Sponsored by Entergy. We power life.
As Texans, we have many reasons to be proud of the Lone Star State. Showing our pride by saying, "Don't mess with Texas," means we gotta step up, walk the walk. Do our part to keep Texas clean. Because after all these years, all these miles, all these traditions, for all us Texans, "Don't mess with Texas" means don't litter.
I'm Chief Meteorologist Patrick Vaughn, here with one of the most important hurricane tips, having an evacuation plan. First, gather food, water, and medicine before storing it in an emergency kit. Plan well in advance where you're going, how you'll get there, and if you'll need to transport any pets, small children, or the elderly. For more hurricane tips, go to 12newsnow.com/hurricane.
Sponsored by Entergy. We power life. .409 Sports, brought to you by Golden Triangle Emergency Center, Orange.
And the Mid-America League is coming to Beaumont next summer, and the baseball franchise needs your help with the name. Just go to midamericaleaguebaseball.com/Beaumont to place your vote. The franchise is going to play at Vincent Beck Stadium, home to the Lamar Cardinals, next summer. And right now, the Mid-America League only has 6 teams, but the plan is to have 12 teams by next year. All right, still ahead, new year, smaller checks, the changes coming to Social Security.
Starting this Monday on a quiet note, nothing on radar, but we are expecting maybe a couple of showers for today. This week looks much drier than last. We'll have your 7-day forecast and weather.
This is a tornado on the ground.
And the roads are slippery.
We have a tropical storm warning.
Look at this water.
Street flooding in Beaumont.
It is going to get extremely cold.
The metal building blew away from a business.
Staying safe behind the wheel is imperative.
Find a safe spot, move to an interior room.
Just make sure you're staying safe.
On Weather Impact Alert Days, stream extended coverage on 12 News Plus. Download on your TV and watch for free.
The STEM fields are providing opportunity to be part of the developments that will shape the future, and the Army National Guard is at the forefront of the movement. Soldiers can serve part-time and choose from dozens of science, technology, engineering, and mathematics jobs, working with cutting-edge technology and innovations. And the skills and experience they receive can open doors for them to civilian careers in the STEM world. Join a team that is taking the lead in STEM by talking to a local recruiter or by going to nationalguard.com/careers.
It's time to honor our local educators with the 12 News Golden Apple Awards. Once a month, 12 News will surprise an educational staff member who has gone above and beyond to make a positive impact on the lives of Southeast Texas students. Nominate your educator by going to 12newsnow.com/Golden Apple to do your part in showcasing the heroes that make a difference both inside and outside the classroom. The Golden Apple Awards every month on 12 News.
No matter where we start, every mile brings us closer. And as Texans, we take care of each other along the way. We lend a hand, slow down, and take our time. At the end of the day, we all want to get home safe. Drive like a Texan. Kind, courteous, and safe.
I'm meteorologist Kerry Cooper here with another hurricane tip. Stay connected. Sign up for free emergency alerts from your local county and plan on to monitor the latest local weather and news at 12newsnow.com. Being aware of any new information will be invaluable. And finally, know the types of alerts you may receive. A watch means be prepared, while a warning means act. For more hurricane tips, go to 12newsnow.com/hurricane.
Sponsored by Entergy. We power life.
Money Matters, sponsored by Gulf Credit Union.
Well, starting this week, some Americans will see smaller Social Security checks. The Social Security Administration says it overpaid millions in recent years, saying it was often due to miscalculations or underreported income. Now, to recover those funds, the agency says that it is increasing how much it withholds from overpaid recipients' checks from 10% to as much as 50% in some cases. Recipients can request a waiver if they weren't at fault or can't afford to repay. And fans say that ticket prices for big-name artists like Beyonce and Lady Gaga have been fluctuating wildly on sites like Ticketmaster. Many are accusing the company of using dynamic or surge pricing, which is where tickets increase or decrease in real time based on current demand. The surge pricing model is used by a variety of businesses, including ride shares like Uber and Lyft, but Ticketmaster says it does not use dynamic pricing system. In fact, they say that they saw lower priced tickets sell out in real time.
Nice quiet start across southeast Texas as we look out from Port Arthur. We're seeing mostly clear skies out there this morning. Plenty of sunshine. This camera brought to you by Market Basket, part of the Roofy 911 Live Skycam network. As we look down towards Port Arthur, you can see the Intercoastal Waterway there early this morning. Temperatures right now, Port Arthur showing 77, while we're 73 in Beaumont, showing 80 in Orange. Lower 70s through Kirbyville and Jasper this morning at about 72, 74 in Woodville, and then also 74 in Silsbee to start off on this Monday morning. Not much going on across East Texas. The entire half of East Texas looking pretty quiet this morning. There are a couple of showers down the coast, just north of Corpus Christi, kind of in between Corpus Christi and Houston, but that's about it this morning. Besides some wet weather out towards parts of West Texas, they're seeing some scattered showers and some cloud cover out there. Here's the radar across the immediate area, and nothing going on. Pretty quiet. We are expecting maybe a couple of showers here and there today. That's what Futurecast shows. A dry start this morning, dry through about lunchtime, and then we could pick up a couple of showers, an isolated thunderstorm through the afternoon. 30% coverage, a lot better than the 60-70% coverage we saw yesterday. So don't be surprised you run into a little bit of a downpour, maybe hear a clap of thunder here or there. But overall, it looks like not a bad day, just hot. Temperature's going to be there into the lower 90s. We'll back off into the 70s as we head towards tomorrow morning. So another nice start on your Tuesday. I know, Tia. Remnants of Barry is over Mexico. This started as a tropical storm just off the coast and then went back into Mexico as we went into yesterday. So it didn't last very long. If you weren't paying attention this weekend, you missed Barry. It wasn't there for, like I said, very long at all. And now we're watching this area out into parts of Florida, the southeastern U.S. There could be about a 20% chance of maybe some development there as we head towards the weekend. Right now, I wouldn't worry about it too much unless you're heading to Florida for this weekend. Southeast Texas looks like won't be affected by this. Our forecast for today, partly cloudy, about a 20%, 30% coverage of showers, maybe an isolated thunderstorm with temperatures in the lower 90s, and then middle to lower 70s for tonight, as we'll see just partly cloudy skies across the area. 70 forecast shows dry weather Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. Won't see much of a chance of rain at all those days, with highs starting to climb up to about 94 Wednesday, Thursday. And then as we head towards 4th of July, we'll put back in a small chance of rain, 20% there, and then 20% through the weekend as well, as we get into the middle 90s, right around 95 degrees for Saturday and Sunday. So, but I wouldn't worry about those rain chances for the holiday weekend. I don't think they'll affect our weather too much.
That tropical event, whatever it was so quick I didn't even get to make the joke. Weekend at Barry's.
Yeah.
A few hours at Barry's. Hey, I've got plenty more of those jokes, so.
It's going to be a long hurricane season.
What's the next one?
I'll have to look it up. I'm not
Chantel.
sure.
Chantel.
Is that the one?
It's quizzing you, sir. Staying out.
Don't look at me. I'm not in this. That's y'all.
She was in on it. No.
What's the third one? What's the D?
Oh, no, I'm not a meteorologist.
Okay, yeah, now he's all knows the C one, but he doesn't know the next one. He just looked it up on his phone. He's like, I don't know.
I'm going to ask Dr. ChatGPT. Don't worry.
Oh, that was the real one for the C?
Chantel, yeah.
Chantel, yeah.
I like that.
Yeah, that's a good one. They mixed them up. Sorry, Barry, you came and you went. All right, thank you, Jeff. And today is the day we have extended our morning news coverage with an additional hour exclusively here on our streaming app, 12 News Plus. Thank you so much for downloading that and sticking around with us this morning to catch us from 7 to 8 a.m. with all the latest headlines, weather impact alerts, and stories that matter to you and our community, the local news you need exactly when you need it. And it is Christmas in July right here on 12 News Daybreak all month long. We are giving you a chance to win big with our friends at Moody Gardens.
Yeah, every Wednesday during the 6 a.m. hour, we're giving away tickets for a family of 4 to enjoy the attractions at Moody Gardens in Galveston. On Wednesday, July 23rd, we'll announce our grand prize winner. That includes those tickets, a night at the hotel, and a round of golf for one. To enter, just head to our website at 12newsnow.com/contest. Don't miss your chance to celebrate Christmas in July, only on 12 News Daybreak.
And you might. And it's 7:20, time for some trending news. You might remember about a week ago as someone went viral for bringing a whole bunch of HEB tortillas on an airplane.
Can you blame them?
Nope.
HEB leaned in over the weekend in a creative way. Staff handed out 5,000 warm and buttery tortillas to travelers at San Antonio International Airport. The company decided to do this after the first TikTok went viral, where a woman packed 200 HEB tortillas in her carry-on to bring a Taste of Texas home. Tortillas are in fact TSA approved. I don't blame her.
No, not at all. All right, it is starting the Halloween festivities during the hottest months of the year. Is that the new norm?
I guess so, because a new report shows more people are celebrating spooky season in the summer.
Yeah, it's called Summerween, much like how Christmas decorations hit the shelves in September. Halloween items are now going up in stores in June and July. Some people are even throwing beach parties with Halloween decor. It all started from a 2012 cartoon called Gravity Falls, where the kids had Halloween in the summer, so they had something to do. It sounds like something fun to do. That a lot of people love Halloween, dressing up and all that kind of stuff. I could be Clark Kent, you could be Lois Lane. We could do that next year.
Oh, I was thinking about Michael and Janet.
Okay, we can do that too.
That's an easier costume.
Okay, we'll talk about it.
All right, I love this story. Imagine stepping outside to see it raining money. Man known for giving to his community wanted to do that one last time after he died. He had his sons arrange to have a helicopter fly over the funeral home in Detroit to drop money and rose petals. His family says it's how he wanted to thank the community. Man.
Jeff, can I put in a request for that? Like 100% chance of raining money today.
Money showers.
Just over my house, please.
Oh, you're stingy.
TS2, yes. All right, have you heard of the social media term fridge cigarette? Well, it's a new way of talking about having a Diet Coke while on a work break. Think of it as the traditional smoke break, but with a soda instead. One of the first posts to use this term on TikTok in early June now has nearly 4 million views. I could certainly see that. Sometimes you need a break, and we're not smokers. Who smokes these days? Have a Diet Coke.
But why do all of that for a Coke? Or I don't like it.
It's a good reason to have a break.
All right. Okay, let's go ahead and take a live look outside from our Roofing 911 Sky Cam high atop Beaumont. It is now 7:23. Jeff Gerber will be right back with another look at your forecast.
We're working to get more information from Beaumont Police.
Join 12 News weekdays at 6 and 10 p.m.
We bring you the latest breaking news.
And keep you safe when weather impacts your day.
Following the excitement with your team.
Covering local issues that matter in your community.
Watch 12 News at 6 and 10 p.m. and stream on 12 News Plus. Download on your TV and watch for free.
You want to feel important. You want to be a part of something bigger, something that matters and can help change things.
You want to feel like you belong. We know. We felt that way too, and that's why we did something about it.
We aren't just Army National Guard soldiers.
We are normal people just like you.
And together, we can make a difference.
Take on your legacy. Visit NationalGuard.com to find out more.
409 Sports. To us, it's about so much more than a highlight, wins or losses.
It's the heart that makes up the game, the triumph of the human spirit.
It's agony and victory, diehards and day ones. It can divide or unify a community.
We give you the stats, but then we inspire you with the stories. The unpredictable, unforgettable, and incomparable.
We bring it to you all because sports lives in the 409.
Are you looking for qualified employees? You'll find them at the 12 News Job Fair, Thursday, July 24th at the MCM Elegante from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. Collect applications, do initial job screenings, or hold complete interviews. The 12 News Job Fair is attended by hundreds of applicants ready to work. Call 409-833-7512 to find out how you can be a part of the 12 News Job Fair, July 24th at the MCM Elegante. Reserve your booth today.
I'm Chief Meteorologist Patrick Vaughn, here with another hurricane tip, protecting yourself against damaging wind. Secure or bring inside outdoor items such as lawn furniture and trash cans to prevent them from endangering property or people. Trim or remove trees close enough to fall on your home and protect windows with permanent storm shutters or sheeting. For more hurricane tips, go to 12newsnow.com/hurricane.
Sponsored by Entergy. We power life.
Welcome back. We're looking at temperatures out there this morning in the 70s and water temperature out in the Gulf in the 80s at 85 degrees. Our coastal marine forecast for this Monday, south winds at 5 to 10 knots, seas only about 2 feet. Next high tide coming up at 8:56. We'll see another one tonight at 7:31. Our sunset tonight's at 8:21 this evening. Just a light chop on the inland lakes and bays for today. Weather watcher numbers, like I said, generally into the 70s. We're showing about 79 over in Orange, 74 in Beaumont, 77 in Port Arthur. Up in Deweyville, Guy reported 73 for this morning. Also 73 in Jasper. As we head over towards Woodville, we're looking at temperature right around 73 degrees. As far as radar is concerned, it is very quiet this morning. We don't have much going on at all across southeast Texas, but we could see a couple of showers this afternoon. We have about a 30% chance.
Still ahead on Daybreak, 2 firefighters and a gunman dead after an hours-long active shooter situation in the mountains of Idaho. What we are learning as the smoke clears.
Plus, Silsbee City Council set to talk about the future of the police chief a week after his arrest in the Texas Hill Country.
And severe weather, it's wreaking havoc across the country. We are taking a look at all of this when 12 News Daybreak returns. Good morning, Southeast Texas. Thanks for joining us here on 12 News Daybreak. I'm Mark Armstrong.
And I'm Tia Johnson. Your time now is 7:30. Let's take a look at your top stories this morning. Vider anglers Braden Norton and Caden Williamson placed 64th out of 383 groups in the Major League Fishing High School National Championship. We wish them good luck on the next and final national title opportunity later in July for the Bass Master.
And Silsbee City Council is set to meet today to discuss the police chief's future. It comes a week to the day after Chief Sean Blackwell was arrested for public intoxication in Fredericksburg. He bonded out that same day. Now, Blackwell was appointed to the chief in Silsbee in 2019 and also serves as the city's emergency management coordinator. The special meeting starts at 6 o'clock.
The state's ban on temporary paper license plates goes into effect tomorrow. Dealers will now be required to give buyers permanent metal plates at the time of sale.
All right, let's take a live look outside from our Roofing 911 live Skycam network above the skies of Beaumont. And we've got Jeff Gerber right now standing by in our Weather Impact Center to tell us how today's looking. How's it looking, Jeff?
Well, it looks like it's going to be a little bit less rain than we saw yesterday. Matter of fact, our rain coverage is dropping down to 20 to 30% for today. So that's some good news. Temperatures right now into the lower to middle 70s. A lot of 74s, it looks like. Beaumont, Silsbee, Woodville's at 74, 73 Jasper, 72 Kirbyville, and 77 at Port Arthur. 81 right now in Orange. Highs today around 91. We'll see hot and humid conditions. That could lead to a few showers or thunderstorms. We'll go 20, 30% through the afternoon. So not everyone will see the rain, but those who do might get a heavy downpour, might hear a few claps of some thunder here and there. I'll see a little bit of a south wind today between about 3 and 8 miles per hour. Heading towards the holiday on Friday, 4th of July, of course. We'll see a small chance of rain there as well. We'll have your 7-day forecast coming up in weather.
Thank you, Jeff. This morning we're tracking the latest developments in a deadly sniper attack in Idaho. Firefighters were targeted after responding to a brush fire that authorities say was intentionally set.
Yeah, the person behind this ambush shooting has been killed. 12 News reporter Derek Jones in studio. Derek, what do we know now?
What we know right now, firefighters are dead and another injured after officials call a planned ambush. Authorities say the brush fire was intentionally set to lure firefighters, and that's when a gunman opened fire with a rifle. The suspect is now dead. Deputies exchanged gunfire with the suspect, who was later found dead near the scene. It remains unclear whether he was killed by officers or took his own life. With flames approaching, officials had to remove the body from the fire zone. Sheriff Bob Norris says they believe the shooter acted alone.
But based on the preliminary information, we believe that is the only shooter that was on that mountain at that time. So there is no threat to the community.
First responders hold a solemn procession for the two fallen firefighters after the shooting. A third firefighter injured in the shooting is recovering in the hospital. 12 News will keep you updated as this is an ongoing investigation. In studio, Derek Jones, 12 News.
All right, Derek. Beaumont police say a 16-year-old is facing charges this morning after a crash left him trapped inside of a car over the weekend.
They say this started when he was caught street racing late Saturday night. It happened in the 3300 block of Concord Road after officers tried to stop two vehicles that were driving recklessly. As you can see from this video we got from a Facebook user, the 16-year-old tried to get away from police, but his car ended up landing on top of a railroad signal box. It caused an electrical hazard and left him trapped inside. He was later taken to the hospital, where he's currently in stable condition. Happening today, a big decision could be made at Vider City Council meeting.
Yeah, council members are going to officially accept Rod Carroll's resignation as the city's police chief. They'll also hold an executive session to discuss hiring a new city manager with a possible vote during an open session. Now, Chief Carroll, he's been serving as the police chief for Vider for many years and also more recently as the interim city manager for the last few months. Last week, Nederland City Council members, they voted unanimously to appoint Carroll as their new police chief. Carroll says that one of his goals is to get the Nederland department accredited with the state.
I'm just looking forward to it and excited about the new opportunity. I'm sad to be leaving my co-workers at Vider. They've done a tremendous job, and they're going to continue to do a tremendous job without me.
Chief Carroll plans to start his new position with Nederland by the end of July. As for Vider's police chief role, Carroll says that there are several internal and external candidates who are qualified to fill his shoes.
Also happening today, Beto O'Rourke is bringing his statewide town hall tour to Beaumont. He'll be discussing key state and federal issues, and you'll be able to ask him questions directly. It's happening at the IBEW Local 479 on Spindletop Avenue. Doors open at 6 this evening, and the event starts at 6:30. It'll last until 8:30. This morning, lawmakers will continue the long debate toward a vote on President Trump's big, beautiful bill.
A final vote is expected as early as this morning after Senate Republicans advanced the measure over the weekend. NBC's Alice Barr has more from Washington.
Today, one big debate on President Trump's massive domestic policy package known as the One Big Beautiful Bill. This morning, senators starting a vote-a-rama when they can offer unlimited amendments to change the bill before a vote on final passage. Democrats making their objections clear late into the night.
This legislation is the most significant attack on the health care needs of the American people in our country's history.
The bill includes cuts to programs like Medicaid that the nonpartisan Congressional Budget Office estimates would cost more than 11 million Americans their health care. Republicans argue changes like new work requirements will make the program stronger in the long run.
We want them to be safety nets, not hammocks that people stay in, but getting people on their feet.
Republican Senator Tom Tillis opposes the Medicaid cuts and on Saturday voted against a key procedural vote, though the bill still advanced 51-49. On Sunday, after scathing criticism from President Trump, Tillis announced he won't seek re-election. Asked if there's room in the GOP to disagree with the president.
If you have the courage to, and if you don't, there isn't.
Democrats also objecting to extended tax cuts, part of why the bill's expected to add more than $3 trillion to the deficit over 10 years.
Using fake math and budgetary hocus pocus to make it seem like a gargantuan tax break for billionaires is going to cost virtually nothing. That's insane.
Republicans largely lockstep.
It's going to make us all more prosperous.
Looking to press ahead with the Trump agenda. In Washington, Alice Barr, NBC News.
It's Christmas in July here on 12 News Daybreak all month long. We're giving you a chance to win big with our friends at Moody Gardens. Every Wednesday during the 6 a.m. hour, we're giving away tickets for a family of 4 to enjoy the attractions at Moody Gardens in Galveston. On Wednesday, July 23rd, we'll announce our grand prize winner. That includes your tickets, a night at the hotel, and a round of golf for one. To enter, head to 12newsnow.com/contest. Don't miss your chance to celebrate Christmas in July only on 12 News Daybreak. Coming up, ham radio operators have a field day in Southeast Texas.
Plus, a mishap during Beyonce's Saturday performance in Houston goes viral. How B and her fans reacted. Your time is now 7:38. We'll be right back.
When industry news breaks, we're on the front lines, digging into the issue.
Lamar is working to protect Power City from hackers,
filtering out rumors and giving you the facts, direct from inside sources.
ExxonMobil and lawyers for the United Steelworkers
taking on the story from all sides.
The company filed for Chapter 11 bankruptcy protection last year.
Southeast Texas is a power city, and we're bringing the power to you. Sponsored by Sabine Equipment.
As Texans, we have many reasons to be proud of the Lone Star State. Showing our pride by saying, "Don't mess with Texas," means we gotta step up, walk the walk. Do our part to keep Texas clean. Because after all these years, all these miles, all these traditions, for all us Texans, don't mess with Texas means don't litter.
It's hard to really come to terms with dementia. There are little things that you can't even begin to plan for that happen that you need the early diagnosis for. My mom has done so much for me. There's no way that I wouldn't do the same for her. It's so important to have the conversation with your doctor earlier because you just do not know what the future holds.
We begin with breaking news in Port Neches.
Firefighters continue attacking the flames from the air.
We're working to learn more about a police chase.
We'll give you a live look at the scene tonight. Our crew there.
A chase in Port Neches turned into a standoff.
So we're working to get you more information.
We're going to keep you updated on air and online as we learn more.
Stream extended coverage on 12 News Plus. Download on your TV and watch for free.
I'm meteorologist Kerry Cooper here with another hurricane tip, evacuating correctly. If local authorities advise you to evacuate, do so immediately and without delay. Bring your emergency kit and be sure to follow evacuation routes. Do not try to take shortcuts because they may be blocked. Also remember to eat and get enough sleep for you to deal with whatever stress that may come your way. For more hurricane tips, go to 12newsnow.com/hurricane.
Sponsored by Entergy. We power life.
The Jasper Hospital District's Board of Directors announced the opening of a new air evacuation base. The board says the rural communities in Jasper County need all the modes of emergency medical services, including air medical services. The base will be staffed 24/7. It's designed with 2 separate buildings to house a flight crew, including a pilot, a flight paramedic, and a flight nurse. The hangar can also hold several rotorcrafts in the event of hurricane evacuations. Ahead on 12 News Daybreak, severe weather is wreaking havoc across the country. We'll take a look at the damage coming up. And the time now is 7:41. Meteorologist Jeff Gerber has a look at your forecast next.
As tropical activity picks up in the Gulf, 12 News is your hurricane headquarters. Get prepared before a storm hits. Watch the 12 News Hurricane Special, streaming on 12 News Plus. From the must-haves in your supply kit to the evacuation routes you'll need to take, plus safety tips and how you can protect yourself from storm scammers. The 12 News Hurricane Special, keeping you prepared. Sponsored by Entergy. We power life.
No matter where we start, every mile brings us closer. And as Texans, we take care of each other along the way. We lend a hand, slow down, and take our time. At the end of the day, we all want to get home safe. Drive like a Texan. Kind, courteous, and safe.
Are you looking for qualified employees? You'll find them at the 12 News Job Fair, Thursday, July 24th at the MCM Elegante from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. Collect applications, do initial job screenings, or hold complete interviews. The 12 News Job Fair is attended by hundreds of applicants ready to work. Call 409-833-7512 to find out how you can be a part of the 12 News Job Fair, July 24th at the MCM Elegante. Reserve your booth today.
The STEM fields are providing opportunity to be part of the developments that will shape the future, and the Army National Guard is at the forefront of the movement. Soldiers can serve part-time and choose from dozens of science, technology, engineering, and mathematics jobs, working with cutting-edge technology and innovations. And the skills and experience they receive can open doors for them to civilian careers in the STEM world. Join a team that is taking the lead in STEM by talking to a local recruiter or by going to nationalguard.com/careers.
I'm Chief Meteorologist Patrick Vaughn, here with some hurricane tips for protecting yourself against flooding. Take shelter in a designated storm shelter or an interior room and stay away from glass windows of doors. And if flooding begins, move to higher ground immediately. Never walk, swim, or drive through floodwaters. Remember, turn around, don't drown. For more hurricane tips, go to 12newsnow.com/hurricane.
Sponsored by Entergy.
Welcome back, everyone. Ham radio operators from the Jefferson County Amateur Radio Club held their 24-hour annual field day this weekend. It wrapped up Sunday in Nederland. Hams from across the country set up temporary radio stations and public spaces to showcase their skills and services. We spoke to the vice president of the club about the event and why he's encouraging more youth to get involved.
You know, with ham radio, it's something we certainly need to encourage the youth to get involved. There's a lot of ways to use computers and other things now with this hobby that may not have been in the past.
How neat. This morning, we're tracking dangerous weather across the country with more than a dozen tornadoes reported over the weekend and millions now under heat alerts. NBC's Aaron Gilchrist has the latest.
Summer severe weather on an unrelenting march across the U.S. Storm chasers in South Dakota capturing an outbreak of twisters barreling through the open plains. Violent swirling funnels snatching up trees, power lines, and other debris. 15 reported tornadoes touched down in the Dakotas and Minnesota on Saturday alone.
Nothing hit the house and nothing hit the barn. They came close, but nobody was hurt.
There's waves. There's actual waves. Look at that car. It is submerged.
The Southeast battered for days on end by torrents of rain from afternoon thunderstorms. Atlanta drivers slow rolling through flash flooding on city streets and on highways. Then there's the heat. 14 million people across the country under alerts through Tuesday. Parts of Arizona and Southern California could top 115 degrees. In Phoenix today, officials say firefighters rescued a family of 11 hikers after the children complained about heat exhaustion. The hot, dry conditions complicating new firefights in California as teams battle the Tyler Fire and the Lake Fire, which grew to nearly 500 acres in less than 24 hours. Right now, it's only 10% contained.
That was Aaron Gilchrist reporting. Meteorologist Jeff Gerber is standing by with a look at the forecast here in Southeast Texas. Jeff, tell me some good news.
Well, good news is going to be drier this week than last week, and even today we'll see rain chances cut down to about 30%, which is about half of what we saw yesterday. So good news there. It's going to be a little bit drier. Outside looks pretty dry. We don't have much in the way of any cloud cover. Just some high-level clouds out there as the morning turns on. As we go towards orange, we're looking at the Horsham Source and Store camera here on our Roofing 911 Live Skycam network. Looks like traffic going along smoothly through the orange area for this morning. Temperature-wise, we're generally in the middle 70s, from 75 in Beaumont, 77 in Port Arthur to 74 Woodville, also Silsbee. Lower 70s for Jasper at 73 in Kirbyville, currently about 72. Orange officially at 82. Not much going on across the state as far as the radar is concerned. There's a couple of showers along the coast between Houston and Corpus Christi, and there's a little bit of shower activity towards the Texas Panhandle, West Texas. You can see East Texas is pretty clear out there for this morning. Nothing on radar, and we're not really expecting anything as we go through this afternoon, except for a couple of showers here and there. And that's what kind of Futurecast is showing. Once we get past lunch, could see an isolated shower or a thunderstorm popping up, 20-30%. It will be hot. Temperature's going to be expected to be in the lower 90s for today, and then we'll fall back through the 80s and 70s for this evening. Looks like tomorrow morning, well, pretty much like we're seeing this morning, a lot of middle to lower 70s to start off. Over the weekend, we had Tropical Storm Barry form, lasted a couple of hours, and then moved into Mexico. And now all that's left is just an area of low pressure, giving some rain to parts of Mexico for this morning. The only area the Hurricane Center is watching right now is this area across the southeastern U.S., especially Florida. Right now they go about a 20% chance of maybe a few things developing as we go through maybe late this week into the weekend. None of this is going to be affecting, of course, southeast Texas here, but we'll keep an eye on it, especially if you have travel plans maybe 4th of July towards Florida this weekend. Our forecast calling for partly cloudy skies today, 20-30% coverage of rain, temperatures into the lower 90s, and then for tonight we'll be back into the middle to lower 70s. Generally no rain expected for tonight. In our 7-day forecast, so no rain Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. Then for the 4th, we'll put in a few showers, possibly Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. We'll just go with a 20% chance of a couple of showers here and there popping up. It will be hotter towards the weekend as we'll see highs into the middle 90s for Saturday and Sunday. The heat index will be up over 100.
Hot.
Yep, hot as firecracker.
Hot as
You
a
like
firecracker.
that?
I'm going to say that all week.
Oh, Lord.
Oh, double
You should
stuff.
find something else.
No, I won't. I just did it today.
Okay, hurricane names. It was Barry, then Chantel. What's the next one?
Chantal,
yep.
And then the next name is Dexter.
It sure is. Dexter, that's a great name. I love
Why are
that.
we having fun with this?
Because what else are we going to do all hurricane season? This is a great thing to do. Keep up with Jeff, quiz him on the hurricane names. What's next, Jeff?
Quiz him, Jeff.
Yeah, okay. What's the hurricane starting with the letter F this year?
Wow!
Oh, it's Fernard.
Fernard.
Yeah, we'll work on that one as it comes up.
I don't like
Thanks,
that one.
Jeff.
Fernard.
He just came up with something.
Yeah.
Today's the day, everyone. We have extended our We've extended our morning news coverage with an additional hour. You're watching it right now, enjoying all the comedy we have up here, and this exclusively right here on 12 News Plus, our streaming app. So be sure to continue to stick around this morning and every weekday morning until 8 a.m. as we give you all the latest headlines, weather impact alerts, and stories that matter to our community. The local news you need exactly when you need it. And Beyonce's final show in her latest tour in Houston was last night at NRG Stadium, and it went much more smoothly than Saturday night's performance.
Have to make sure you got her name right this
Beyonce,
time.
the Queen Bee. Now we love her.
A technical mishap brought her performance to a sudden stop and had fans gasping. Her production company, Parkwood Entertainment, posted several photos on Instagram, including this one with the caption, "Nothing like a hometown safety net." Now, the car she was in while suspended above the crowd started tilting, a very terrifying situation for everyone.
Yeah, Troy Kless with our sister station in Houston spoke with fans after that show at NRG Stadium.
Saturday night's mishap didn't stop the Beehive from showing up for night 2 of the Cowboy Carter tour, and some fans were appreciating how gracefully that incident was handled.
We love you, Beyonce!
A second night of Cowboy Carter.
We love you, Beyonce!
These friends gathering from around the country.
Georgia, Alabama, we have a local Houston now, like native here, so we have a mix of everyone coming to celebrate.
They're among the thousands filing into NRG Stadium. Prior to the show, conversation was about night 1. During her performance, Beyonce's car tilted in the air.
I want to thank y'all for loving me.
But for Queen Bee, the show goes on. What did you think when you saw the videos of the car?
It was really scary. I think she handled it well, but I'm glad they got her down safely. And hopefully tonight, even if she changes it a bit, we just want things to go smoothly. I think her safety is more important. So.
Beyonce's production company, Parkwood Entertainment, says no one was hurt and the show continued. As longtime Beyonce fans walk into the stadium grounds, they're hoping for a different kind of surprise.
Maybe a Megan Thee Stallion. Yes, give us something that's real Houston, real Texas. Give us a nice grill. Like, we're excited. Yes.
I want to come out. Love you, Beyonce.
But the main act sure to make memories for the thousands of fans here. Any particular song, any moment that you're waiting for tonight?
Two hands to heaven so I can arise to heaven, and the soul and the beauty of her voice can just transcend every moment.
Amen.
So, amen.
And when 12 News Daybreak returns on 12 News Plus, we'll have more news and weather in your morning rush hour. It is now 7:52.
It's time to honor our local educators with the 12 News Golden Apple Awards. Once a month, 12 News will surprise an educational staff member who has gone above and beyond to make a positive impact on the lives of Southeast Texas students. Nominate your educator by going to 12newsnow.com/goldenapple to do your part in showcasing the heroes that make a difference both inside and outside the classroom. The Golden Apple Awards every month on 12 News.
We begin with breaking news in Port Neches.
Firefighters continue attacking the flames from the air.
We're working to learn more about a police chase.
We'll give you a live look at the scene tonight. Our crew there.
A chase in Port Neches turned into a standoff.
So we're working to get you more information.
We're going to keep you updated on air and online as we learn more.
Stream extended coverage on 12 News Plus. Download on your TV and watch for free.
409 Sports. To us, it's about so much more than a highlight, wins or losses.
It's the heart that makes up the game, the triumph of the human spirit.
It's agony and victory, diehards and day ones. It can divide or unify a community.
We give you the stats, but then we inspire you with the stories. The unpredictable, unforgettable, and incomparable.
We bring it to you all because sports lives in the 409.
As Texans, we have many reasons to be proud of the Lone Star State. Showing our pride by saying, "Don't mess with Texas," means we gotta step up, walk the walk. Do our part to keep Texas clean. Because after all these years, all these miles, all these traditions, for all us Texans, "Don't mess with Texas" means don't litter.
I'm meteorologist Kerry Cooper here with another hurricane tip, cleaning up safely. After the storm has passed, avoid damaged or fallen power lines, poles, and downed wires in case of electrocution. Wear appropriate protective equipment including gloves, goggles, and boots. Clean and disinfect everything that got wet, and when moving heavy debris, work with a partner. For more hurricane tips, go to 12newsnow.com/hurricane.
Sponsored by Entergy. We power life.
Welcome back to Daybreak. It's 7:55 right now, and it is time for your morning rush out.
Here's everything you need to know as you start your day. Silsbee City Council is set to meet today to discuss the police chief's future. Comes a week to the day after Chief Sean Blackwell was arrested for public intoxication in Fredericksburg. He bonded out the same day. Blackwell was appointed chief in 2019 and also serves as the city's emergency management coordinator. The special meeting starts at 6.
A big decision could be made today at Vidor City Council meeting. Members are going to officially accept Rod Carroll's resignation as their police chief. They'll also hold an executive session to discuss hiring a new city manager with a possible vote during an open session. Now, Carroll, he's going to start as Nederland's new police chief by the end of July.
Beto O'Rourke is bringing his statewide town hall tour to Beaumont today. They'll be discussing key state and federal issues, and you'll be able to ask him questions directly. It's happening at the IBEW Local 479 on Spindletop Avenue. Doors open at 6 this evening, and the event starts at 6:30. It lasts until 8:30.
Get to do a little drying out this week, it looks like, as rain chances are just kind of scattered through the forecast over the next 7 days. We'll go 30% today, with a few showers or thunderstorms. We'll see a dry period from Tuesday through Thursday, and then a small rain chance Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Of course, Friday is 4th of July. Hopefully you have that off and you're enjoying some hot, but at least mostly dry weather as we go not only for Friday, but into the weekend. Look at that, 95 for the heat index, probably be close to 105 for the weekend.
Hot, hot.
Yep.
All right, before we go, check this out. The Orange Little League 14U team just won the regional championship in tomball last week, and the team made up of kids from across Southeast Texas is now going to head to the Richmond for the state championship next weekend. Good job, y'all.
Yeah, most definitely good job to them. It's a lot of accomplishment for a young age.
Yeah, absolutely is.
All right, thanks for watching us on 12 News Plus.
Yeah, it was our first streaming. Thanks for joining us today.
Have a great day, everybody.